Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we saw that for the most part, ES held above support. We had overnight support at 2002, and for the most part, ES has been balancing above that level. So heading into the open at this point, we're going to use 0.1 half to 0.3 as pre-market support, and short term, that's a important and aggressive support zone. And if buyers can hold it above that area off the open, then we can quite easily get a move back up towards the prior VPOC, 0.5 quarter, and the gap fill at 0.6, followed by the naked VPOC at 0.875, and the first area of real resistance up here is at 2009 to 2011, with the 11 being the all-time high. Now on the downside, if we get a probe below pre-market support, the 98 to 2000 area is being used as the micro bull bear zone, and that area can still hold, and buyers can step in there and then push price back up towards the 0.5 quarter and 0.6 area as well. On the econ calendar, there's really no major econ report due today that can really serve as a catalyst for a big move. So far in the overnight session, the volume has been running pretty light, and that theme of lighter volume could continue in the day session today. Again, no real econ report to really push the market big one way or the other. And then we have the the Apple announcement or the Apple launch event tomorrow, and the market could just be waiting on that as well. So the expectation for today is for the market to balance within a range, and that range could be pre-market support up to initial resistance, or it can be the micro bull bear zone 98 to 2000 up towards the gap fill at 0.6, and then potentially the 0.875 and initial resistance zone. Not really expecting the market to break to a new all-time high today on such light volume, and for that reason, as the market pushes higher, if you're able to secure good location on the long side, it does make sense to take profit as the market pushes up into the 0.6 gap, into 0.875, and finally the 0.9 to 11 area is a very good spot to be out of the market. Expecting some responsive selling there on first test. And on the downside, that 98 to 2000 is really key. If that area breaks, then we'll have to reassess. Even if it breaks, I'm not expecting liquidation. We could still just move down to the next level and then kind of start chopping around. And that's something we'll need to gauge in real time, right? Like how that level gets broken. The expectation is that 98 to 2000 will hold. The bias right now short term is bullish, but in the event that the zone doesn't hold, just a little probe below 98 doesn't invalidate the overall context, which is that of a balanced market. We'd have to break 98 on some heavy momentum and volume and kind of slice through that zone in order to switch our bias to bearish. Otherwise, it could just probe below, find buyers yet again, and then bounce right back up. So, the overall bias is bullish, especially above 98 to 2000, and even below that, unless we're seeing some really major signs that this market could be liquidating, we want to be careful on the short side. We saw a really nice buy response on Friday, a pretty nice and consistent and high momentum up move into the close, and the expectation is for that buying to continue this morning. So 0.1 half to 0.3 as an inflection point. The buyers can step in right here off the open. In the event of a break below the overnight low, the 98 to 2000 level is going to be very key. And on the upside, 0.5 quarter to 0.6 are the high odds targets, and even 0.875 and 2009 to 11 has potential to get tested, but the high odds objectives are the gap fill and the naked VPOC at 0.875. So those are the main thoughts heading into the day. Let's see how well the buy side holds it up this morning, and we'll take it from there.